Let's get into the first confirmed spoilers for One Piece Chapter 1, 1175. So are you ready for what Eiichiro Oda just dropped? Because things escalated in a way nobody expected. So you already know, hop on board right after the intro. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video here on the channel. That's right, it came out early. The initial and confirmed spoilers for Chapter 1, 1175 are here. But before we dive headfirst into the heavy content of this video and start theorizing, I have that big favor to ask you. Don't forget to leave your like down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell. You have no idea how much that helps. Seriously, it helps the channel grow, get recommended by YouTube, and reach way more people. Give me that boost so our community can keep getting bigger. And without any more delay, let's get into it, because the long-awaited chapter has finally arrived. Right off the bat, the title of this chapter is simply spectacular. Chapter 1175 is titled Nidhogg. What a suggestive title, right? Just reading that already makes a One Piece fan's heart skip a beat, because we knew Norse mythology would be setting the rules in Elbaf. Now let's talk about the opening action of the chapter. We see Sanji finally stepping into action. He uses Diable Jambe to completely burn away those bizarre Sommer's thorns that were wrapping around Robin, successfully freeing her once and for all. It had been a while since we wanted to see the cook saving our archaeologist, and he did it in classic style. Then the focus shifts to Zoro. He uses his swords with surgical precision to cut down the thorns surrounding the giant children who were being held hostage. And we get a really cool interaction here. Luffy looks at the scene and praises his right-hand man, saying, "Just as expected of you, Zoro, I always believed in you." Guys, pay attention to this. The monster trio handled what seemed like an impossible situation quickly and efficiently. Sanji saving Robin, Zoro protecting the children, and Luffy leading the charge. It's the classic Straw Hat dynamic we all love. After that, Luffy and Loki rescue the children completely and take them to a safe place near the giant Jarul. And it's right there, near Jarul, that the chapter absolutely blows our minds. Brace yourselves, because in a quick flashback, the elder giant Jarul reveals outright what Prince Loki's devil fruit is. And yes, it's the dragon fruit. The mythical zone, model Nidhogg. The official name in the story is Ryuryu no Mi, mythical model Nidhogg. That's right, my friends. Everyone who bet on Nidhogg in the last few videos, and I was one of them, hammering that theory with you, nailed it. The fruit is finally confirmed as the Nidhogg dragon, the creature from Norse mythology that devours the roots of the world tree, Yggdrasil. But Jarl doesn't stop there. He drops insane lore about how this fruit works. He explains that no matter who eats this devil fruit, the user will become the greatest dragon in the world. But here's the insane detail. The dragon's final size is proportional to the base size of whoever eats it. Do you realize what that means? That's why the true destructive potential of this fruit can only be fully extracted by an ancient giant. If a normal human ate it, it would already be a massive dragon. But a giant eating it? That's a continental level calamity. And that's why many theorize that Xebec wanted King Harold to eat this fruit so badly, because he would have become an unbeatable, gigantic dragon, just like his son Loki ultimately did. Loki's raw power is now fully justified by the sheer size of his body, combined with a colossal mythical zone. And if you think the lore drop ends there, sit tight. Here comes Void Century history. Jarul continues the flashback and says that in Elbaf's past, a certain god of war possessed this very same Nidhogg devil fruit. And this god of war wielded a legendary weapon called Ragnar, or Ragnir. And guess what he did? This god of war with the Nidhogg fruit clashed and fought against the sun god in the past. Do you see the parallel Oda is drawing? Nika, the sun god of the past, fought the former Nidhogg user. And now in the present, we have Luffy, the new sun god, side by side, or on a collision course, with Loki, the new Nidhogg user. History is repeating itself before our very eyes. Jarul adds one more bizarre and incredible detail. Legends say that this ancient god of war was accompanied by a loyal confidant, the ice squirrel Ratatosk. For mythology fans, Ratatosk is the squirrel that runs along Yggdrasil carrying gossip and messages. Oda has fully embraced Norse mythology. But let's get back to the present action because the fight scenes are top tier. Luffy uses a completely new Gear 5 technique in this chapter against Sommers, and the name of the attack is fantastic. Gomu Gomu no Don Thor Rifle. That's right, it's an awakened Gear 5 version of the famous Gomu Gomu no Thor Rifle, the incredible technique Luffy used back in Dressrosa. Luffy's gigantic fist, coated in lightning and Gear 5 power, hits Sommers' entire body directly, brutally electrocuting him. Some leakers even added a lull or laughs at the end of the spoiler, implying that Sommers was absolutely humiliated by this attack. People wanted Sanji to finish him off, but Oda decided to give this moment of pure brutality and glory to our captain. And Luffy wasn't the only one shining. Loki defeats most of those MMA-style monsters, the Dream World monsters, using nothing but his lightning powers. The display of raw strength from both of them is surreal. And just when we think the chapter will end there, Oda cuts the scene straight to the Holy Land, at the heart of Mary Geoise. We see Imu-sama. Imu-sama reacts to Loki's existence and the tremors happening around the world and says, "I see. Nidhogg, you were in Elbaf all this time." My friends, that's a lot of information. The chapter ends there, and thankfully there is no break next week. Now think about that final line. What do you mean Imu was actively searching for Nidhogg? Does Imu fear Nidhogg because it's known as the greatest dragon in the world? Could this devil fruit have the power to destroy the Red Line or shake the very foundations of the world government? The fact that Imu-sama, the supreme entity of the world, is speaking about this from within the Holy Land shows that the events in Elbaf are about to turn the world upside down. What does Oda have planned for us next? I firmly believe this will be remembered as one of the chapters of the year. Sure, we still have only a few chapters released this year, but the amount of revelation here is absurd. That's it, everyone. What did you think of all this madness? Let's theorize in the comments. Did you like what we got so far? What's your theory about this bizarre connection between Imu-sama and the Nidhogg dragon? Drop everything down below because I'll be reading and replying to most of you. Remember, we should still get the full detailed summary leaking between tonight and tomorrow, Wednesday. The chapter in scan format for reading should drop between Thursday and Friday. And of course, the official release will be next Sunday, which is where I always recommend you read it for the clean and official translation. If you enjoyed this full breakdown, don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell, because I'll be back here immediately once the detailed page-by-page summary drops. Thank you so much for watching another video. See you next time, and thanks everyone.